The thing that goes between the seats, whatever you call it. Why can I not think of what that's called? The center console. There we go. Welcome back to the workbench where we try to make things. We're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford FD-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back that we're doing quite a bit different. And if you'd like to get caught up on those differences, there's a link down in the description to a playlist. You can get completely caught up to where we are. And where we are right now is finishing the interior. So here's where we are. I've got it all, it's still not glued together, but I've got it taped together so we can take a look at where we're at. And it's all kind of coming together, I think. Let me see, make sure you guys can kind of see here, and I'll spin it around. Now, obviously, there's a steering column and a steering wheel missing. I haven't done those yet, but those will be easy. That's not a big deal. The main thing I wanted to do is make sure and get everything to fit in here and the colors to look good, which I think I like what we've got going. I like the colors on the what do you call it? The armrest, this thing in the middle, the thing that goes between the seats, whatever you call it. Why can I not think of what that's called? The center console. There we go. I like how the colors came out on the center console. In fact, let me see if I can pull this stuff apart a little bit and we'll take a closer look. I'll go ahead and get the seats out and the center console. I'm going to leave the door panels taped in for now. You can see we've got to still add a little bit of a panel that's going to go right back here between the seats, but that's easy. We'll take care of that. Oh, I do want to point out, I added carpet, or I added black flocking, so that there will be carpet. You won't see it much, but it's there. So if you do catch it a little bit, it's going to be there. And I added the clear coat. So now the firewall and all that, and the underside here is nice and clear coated. So that's good to go. The steering, or not the steering, but the dash, I got all, hopefully you can kind of see, so I think last time we had the info center cut out because we're going to be putting a light in between, in behind here to light up the dash. So I got the info center is cut out, and now the gauge cluster is cut out too, which is a little bit more difficult because it had some shape. So I basically created the shape for that cluster using files. It was the easiest way. Files and the point of my X-Acto knife, to be honest with you. I also went ahead and used the decal for the radio. I think that's going to look pretty decent there. I need to put some decal set on that yet and hopefully get rid of some of this luster to it. I also went ahead and put the little Bronco logo on the dash. I thought that, so that and the, oh, you know what? I lost. Oh no. I just realized I've lost I went ahead and did the little decals to go on the seats for the Bronco, but I've just noticed one of them is missing. Oh, and I see it right here on the dash. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I don't know how this happened, but somehow that decal went to there. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, I guess I did not let that dry up quite well enough, or cure up at least well enough. Anyways, here is the center console. This is kind of the color combination I went with. So I just added the kind of leather color to the gear shift. I did go ahead and I added some leather on the inside. I don't even know how well you can see it. Kind of inside, there's leather wrap cushion to this pull handle thing that I did aluminum because I saw that sometimes they would be aluminum kind of colored. So I thought that looked kind of nice and added an extra detail so that when this is all together, like so, it just adds a nice extra detail in there. And like I said, the only thing I did to the seats, which is missing on this one now, is I did go ahead and add the decals to the Bronco. I wanted to bring those out just to give, I don't know what the right word is, but the tribute to the Bronco parts that are in this. We removed Bronco from the front grille, which I think I didn't want anything Bronco on the outside of the vehicle, but I think I kind of like it on the inside. That's why I left those there and added that little logo, emblem, whatever, to the dash. I think that'll look pretty good. I've got to figure out, they gave you in the Bronco kit, they gave you like 4 different options of kind of everything to use. So there are different Bronco. I think I'm kind of not upset that this one came off. There's actually a more of a silver one that we can put in there. And I think that might be what I do just to make it show up a little better. So there's like I think there's like, and there might even be white. I might even, because the white might look, I don't know. I think there's like white, silver, this color, and then black were your options for this. So obviously I'm probably going to switch them out because this one's kind of goofy. Let me see if I can get that off of here. It's now permanently attached. Oh, great. Oh, there it went. Now I don't know where it went at all. Oh, here it is. Whatever. I'm going to leave it because I think I'm going to switch it out anyways. I think I'll just, yep, pop that one right off. I'm going to put some decal set on those, definitely, because they seem to be just flaking right off. I did that actually on the center console. They're already done because they needed to kind of mold around. Anyways, that's the interior. And I think it's pretty well, like I said, I need to do the column and the steering wheel, which I will do before next week. I'll go ahead and get those done. I think the plan for next week, in fact, I think the plan for next week is I'm going to get the lights. I have a set of a 4-light set already that I can use for the interior. I've ordered a new set, and when that comes in, I'll just use that for the exterior lights. So I can go ahead and get the light, or probably the lights starting to be wired. Definitely the one for the dash, because it's going to have to run up the center console. In fact, if we put this together, I think I'll run it up the center console here and then into the back, and then it'll have to probably run out the bottom. I'm going to have to figure out where I want to exit it. Probably through the bottom here. Oh, my speaker box just fell out. I'll probably come out of the bottom here and try to run it. The idea was to run all the wires. But the idea is going to be, if you're new to the channel, the idea is we're going to build a base, like a show car base, something like you'd see at an Autorama or maybe even a SEMA or something. And then in that base is where the batteries and the on-off switch is going to be, and then a contact switch in the base, so that when you set the car on the base where it's supposed to go, there's also going to be a contact point on the bottom of the car, so it'll then complete the circuit to the lights. And so when it's turned on, the lights will all turn on: the headlights, tail lights, interior lights, underhood light, whatever other lights. We'll probably put lights in that base also, I don't know, in some way, like maybe a spotlight shining on it or something. But that'll all be housed in the base. But the point being is I've got to get the wires to somewhere to make that contact point. And I wanted to maybe just use the wires. We could add wire and whatnot. So it's like part of the wiring harness that's running up to the motor, and just pull those wires as where it runs to the motor or runs back to the back of the car to the lights and all that kind of stuff. We can pull the lights out for the interior and then probably go right up, right here, I'm thinking, up into, so I'll probably have to drill a little hole wherever that's going to be up underneath the center console to then run up to the dash. And I think I'm probably only going to do the dash light because I just don't really know how I'm going to get. I wanted to do a dome light. I mean, I could make a headliner, which is easy enough, but then I'd have to get the wires down either the B pillar or the A pillar or wherever. So that means I'd have to do some kind of cover for which I didn't really want to do. I'm not going to lie. So I might I've also got to get a light or two into the speaker box. I think I'm going to take care of it. That's what I'm going to make a note. That's what I'm going to tackle before next week. It's not only completing the little bit that needs to be completed left here on the interior, which is pretty much done. So I'm happy about that. But I think I'm going to make me a note that I need to have that figured out and wired for the interior lighting for next week. So if that's something you want to check out, one, if you've enjoyed the interior and getting to see how, the interior is everywhere now, but getting to see how it's turning out, hit that like button. If you'd like to, be updated as to when this next video will come out Tuesday, but why don't you hit that subscribe button and hit that hype button, hit the hype button, but the notification button, the bell, whatever that button is, hit that one too, and then you'll be notified when it comes out next Tuesday, and you can see how the lights work out. But otherwise, hit that like button, hype button, do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got some lighting situation to figure out here, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.